Every year at CES, LG has one of the coolest and largest exhibits, and this year, 2025, is no different. If there's one booth to see, it's LG. LG is obviously known for their OLED technology, and this year, along with their focus on affectionate intelligence, they're showing how crazy displays can get. Not only with a wall of 728 kinetically moving LED blocks, I counted, but also a literal chandelier made from the world's largest transparent, super slim OLED TVs. At this point, LG is just showing off, as they very much should. LG has laid out their whole booth in a way that shows off their AI, rebranded as affectionate intelligence. Affectionate intelligence is just more considerate and empathetic than regular intelligence. More of a Jarvis vibe and less of a Terminator vibe, if you know what I mean. And I feel slightly validated walking up to the world's first 5K 2K gaming monitor that bends all by itself, automatically. Obviously, LG built it for a more immersive gaming experience. There's also 4K 144Hz gaming TVs that don't curve but still have that super fast refresh rate for gaming. We'll come over here to the hanging transparent OLED chandelier, but first, a few things from the living room of the future that I want to point out. There's an ultra short throw projector called the LG Cinebeam S, which sits about a hand width away from the wall and creates a 12-inch up to a 100-inch screen. We also have an interesting looking robot that combines pure water and capsules to, output coffee in the morning. And there's a super unique Aero cat tower with heated seats built on top of an air purifier. Not sure who was asking for the ultimate kitty throne, but at least now we have it. All of course controlled with LG's affectionate intelligence, which again I'm told is acting more in a WALL-E kind of way and not so much in a HAL 9000 kind of way. My favorite part of the living room situation is these indoor garden units that can be linked up with the AI system. UV planter boxes that can both sit on a shelf or be set up as a perpetual flower pot. These are real plants, by the way, not just set up here for the show. I think they're called a primrose, I'm not totally sure. That's just what my mom said. The flagship display here at the LG booth has got to be the chandelier of 28 transparent OLED TVs hanging from the ceiling. The transparent ultra slim panels are literally swinging and slightly swaying, acting as a giant chandelier suspended from the ceiling. This is obviously just a really cool looking flex from LG, showing off a transparent TV can just be more than a large black rectangle bolted to a wall. There are 232 million pixels in this display, all working together. Can you imagine if a cathedral actually had stained glass windows that open and close like that? Absolutely epic. All of the communication for these TVs is done completely wirelessly. Yeah, they have a power cord, but there's no HDMI or RCA cables that they have to worry about. And while the chandelier itself is probably not for sale, LG does have the signature OLED T, which is a 77-inch 4K wirelessly TV. LG OLED T displays can be decorative while transparent, placed in the center of a room instead of on the side or between rooms, acting as a window of sorts. Since each of the individual OLED pixels are self-lit, anytime the color black appears on screen, the microscopic dot of a pixel just remains empty, letting us see through the hanging TVs into the hanging strands of light inside the chandelier. If you want to turn it back into a functional movie watching machine instead of a window, an opaque curtain can roll up behind the transparent pixels to bring back the perfect blacks that LG has been giving us for the past decade. Thumbs up for that. All of the signals, the sound and audio are transmitted wirelessly through the Zero Connect box, which can be placed anywhere in the room. The LG Signature line that includes this TV is also their premium and classiest version of everything, and 2025 is the debut of their second generation high-end appliances, like a sleek looking dishwasher with a handle that pops out. Going back to the affectionate intelligence that's inside these signature appliances, which again I'm told is more like the good robot and less like Ultron, we have the LG Signature refrigerator with transparent OLED panels built into the door. As I walk up, a little indicator appears on the ground that I can step on and opens the door automatically, in case my hands were full of food or ingredients that need to go inside the fridge. Once the food is inside, I can close the doors with a gentle tap, and recipes appear on the fridge door based upon the food that is actually inside the refrigerator. Pretty mind-blowing. I think these AI-generated recipes are pretty cool, because it's a fridge, and it keeps your food cold. See what I did there? If we were to create one of those recipes that our fridge suggested, we can watch the meals cook in real time because the microwave and the oven both have cameras inside so we can see that food getting cooked. I did try to think of another joke that I could tell about the oven, but it didn't quite pan out. Another thing I wish was in my life 30 years ago is an all-in-one LG Signature washer and dryer. Dirty clothes go in, get washed and dried, and clean clothes come out. And that's not everything. Down here at the bottom, there's also a sidekick washer that has just a smaller load capacity, so it can be having 2 loads at the same time. It's probably the LG Gram, though, that gives us the best example of how LG is actually using their affectionate intelligence. The AI on the laptop is locally stored encrypted and never leaves the device. Yeah, I can use the cloud to answer questions using GPT-4, which comes for free on the laptop for 1 year. The on-device AI is used for instant translation, summarizing documents, and something called time travel. Like, let's say a kid or a cat jumps on your keyboard and erases all your documents. Time travel can travel back in time and restore the document how you had it before it got disturbed. The information from the cloud is from OpenAI 4.0, which is separate from the on-device AI from LG. I actually got one of these LG Grams about 7 years ago, and it is still alive and functional, so whatever LG is doing is working. There's a secret room at the back of the LG booth that at first glance you might miss, and with how immersive it is, it's kind of hard to catch on camera, but I'll give it my best shot. It starts off with the TV mounted to a wall, but very creatively gestures us, as an affectionate intelligence would, towards a secret opening where we go inside the TV itself to see how it all works from the inside. This affectionate intelligence works with the new A11 chip to have different voice profiles for every family member, which goes along with custom audio and visual profiles since everyone's eyes and ears are unique. Of course, along with learning what kind of shows you like to watch and suggesting other winners. There's always a concept vehicle or two parked at the LG booth, and this year is no different. Behind me, parked in the garage, is a van lifer's dream. Called the LSM, or Lifestyle Solutions for Mobility, it's a purpose-built modular vehicle that can be a lounge, creative studio, hobby, or leisure space, all of course including a suite of LG appliances and accessories. This particular concept van might not make it to reality, since LG Labs is the branch of LG Electronics that does crazy experiments, and sometimes people don't know what they want until they see it in real life. Because at this point, why not? LG makes everything under the sun. If you visit the booth, you might notice a few of these cardboard trees throughout the exhibit. 5 of them to be exact, each with their own little facts about carbon reduction. Along with accessibility, LG has a comfort kit that helps people with mobility impairment still operate their appliances, which just makes sense. The final section of the LG booth right next to the chandelier is what I'm calling the X-Boom room. LG has been working with will.i.am to create portable speakers. From the little waterproof X-Boom Rock all the way up to the portable 120-watt X-Boom Stage 301 with a 6.5-inch woofer. And of course the tiniest little X-Boom buds that have graphene drivers and noise cancellation. There's so much to see here at the LG booth. I didn't have time to film everything, but Dan, my buddy, has also been here filming a video.
They're ready for us.
Thanks a ton for watching. I'll see you around. His video's right here.